Alright, welcome back to the channel. You might have guessed it, it's Ghost from Armour. Now every once in a while a product comes through and I'll tell you what, I feel like I gotta make a video right away, get it out to you guys and recommend it, and this product did it. It goes on super easy, it adheres well to the rubber, and it also looks great too. Now if that's all you wanted to do is get my 2 cents and see a few pics, links will be in the description, I appreciate it. But for those of you that want a little more, later in the video I'm gonna be showing things I've learned after multiple applications with this product, water behavior, and also how do you take care of this in general and how easy that is. And if you want to see all that and even some more, stick around. Ghost checks in at $24.99, making it really competitive in the tire sealant space. I also reached out to Armour and they were cool enough to send a discount code, Hawaii Detailing, get you 10% off, and hopefully that'll at least take care of the shipping for you, get you the product out there at a reasonable price. So today we're going to be starting out with my dirt bike truck. These tires are brown, they're dirty, no protection whatsoever. Whenever you're applying a tire sealant, prep is key. So we're going to be using a high quality wheel and tire cleaner and really coating those tires well. Agitate with the tire brush. We really want to get everything we can off of this rubber to give the sealant the best chance to stick as possible. You can see here that it's just super brown. It's nasty coming off of there. We're definitely going to have to repeat this. We'll just keep working our way around, making sure we fully agitate the surface. Might as well go ahead and clean these wheels up too. Use the barrel brush. Nice soft wheel face brush just to clean those up a bit. That boar's hair is perfect for the lug nuts. I'll come back by and give it one more agitation. We really want that rubber clean. We'll bust out the almighty Krenzla and give this a thorough rinse down. Now knowing that foam was super dirty coming off on the last wash, I know I'm going to have to keep doing this. We want to keep repeating this wash process until the foam is nice and pure white coming off of there. And you can see right now, it's still gray, it's still brownish. It's not quite there yet. We were so close to clean on the last one that this is going to be the last run with the cleaner. You can see that the suds are coming out more white. It's pretty much clean at this point. And now it's just more evident that there's just no more dirt left on this wheel. So let's get it rinsed off. Now we'll break out the Master Blaster, and this is perfect for those small jobs when you want it to be really dry. It's heated air and it does a pretty good job, and I like to use it specifically on tires, engine bays, and things like that. We'll spray some sealant onto the applicator. Be careful with the overspray on this. Now as I start applying it to the tire is super dry and it's just eating up a lot of product. That's normal for the first application. It's going to take a few goes to kind of figure out the right amount of product. Too much is not good and not enough is not good also. So be patient and just work it around the tire. I had to add some more in this case. But that second application was more than enough, and I realized that I probably could have got away with a lot less product. I'm going to be using the Obsessed Garage tire dressing applicator brush. We're going to use this brush. It's going to be perfect to get down into those crevices where we might have missed with the normal sponge applicator. We can also touch up any spots that we noticed it might have been light on the coating or we just missed altogether. One final pass with the foam applicator just to level off anything that wasn't looking good. And as it starts to cure, it's just going to become crystal clear on the tire. Here's the before, nasty. And the after, nice and clean, nice deep rich black color. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, now's a good time to go ahead and do it. So that's looking really good, better than new, and you can clearly see where the sealant is. And it's actually nice and dry to the touch. So after applying this product on a few different vehicles, I learned a few things that I want to share with you. We'll start out with a good wash, get the tire nice and dry. If you have any old sealants or any type of protection on the tire whatsoever, a good tar and sap remover will go ahead and get all that off. It's really easy to apply. You can see it evaporating as I'm putting it on, and it's just going to get that rubber more than ready for the sealant to be applied. For the low profile tires, I'll be using a small applicator. I put a reasonable amount of product on this time. I really want to make an effort to get all the way around the tire and try to go for more of a matte finish on this one. It's spreading nicely around the tire, but I'm kind of realizing that I still need a little bit more product eventually, but let's see how far we can stretch this around. If we could get full coverage with this one coat, that would be our best chance at a matte finish. But we're just missing spots, so I'm going to come back with the Obsessed Garage brush and just go ahead and touch up all those tire treads. Just work my way around the tire and just lightly touch up anywhere that needs it. So after it starts drying, I can see clearly that I missed some spots, and rather than do a second coat with the applicator, I'm just going to come back with my microfiber towel and just spot touch anywhere that needs it. That way, again, we're working towards the least amount on here to try to get the most matte finish we can. I'll get around the edges of the wheels here, and again, this is going to be the last coat, so I'm going to catch every spot that needs it. Flip the towel and go ahead and wipe the wheels off, get anything that might have got on those wheels off of there. So that's pretty impressive. Just one coat and then a kind of a light touch-up coat, and we got a pretty good finish here, one that I'm really happy with. Nice deep black, but not overly shiny at the same time. And all these close-ups are great, but from a distance the tire looks amazing. So after a little bit of rain, the tire has collected some dirt on the sides of it. Let's go ahead and squirt it off here with the pressure washer and let's see the water behavior. Now it's not beading like you might think that it would, but that's fine. There's obvious protection on here and the water's just kind of sheeting off the tire. The dirt just blew right off like nothing. Hit it with the leaf blower and you can see it dries really easy, and 100% of that sealant still remains. And with this level of protection on there, a towel wipe down just makes it super dry really easy also. Something to think about when you're using products that harden like this. This is almost like a clear coat, and it's going to harden inside your spray head, and this thing's going to be useless. So a smart thing to do, take the cap off, spray the spray head down in here so you empty out all the product back into the bottle so you don't lose any, and then put it in water, spray it until it comes out clear. Actuate the tip on here so you can get it fully cleared out. Then just spray into the air like this and get all the product out of it so that when you store it, it's just only air in there. Put the lid on and you're all set. I also like to use this technique on corrosive chemicals, whether it be really alkaline wheel cleaners or acidic wheel cleaners. Same exact thing. Spray it back into the water till it's clear. Pump it until it's empty, store it with the lid on, and your spray heads will last a lot longer, trust me. If you're going through spray heads like crazy, you're leaving corrosive product or sealants in there, and it's just destroying them. Ooh, the Ghost. So what's my thoughts about Armour's Ghost? This stuff went on easy, stuck to the tire really well, and looks great too. It does have a bit of a shine to it, so if you're like really hard set on a ultra matte finish, this might have a little bit of extra shine than you're used to, but you can always go on very lightly and get the most matte finish you can. And if you tend to do multiple coats, you're definitely going to have a shine. Now in terms of durability, I'm guessing it's going to go a few months just based how good it is on the tire right now, but I haven't tested that yet. We'll have to check back in later and see how that goes. But my thought on this is after your weekly wash or after your bi-weekly wash or however often you wash your car, you're going to assess the situation and add just enough product to touch it back up. There's no need to do the full tire stripping and full reapplication. All we want to do is get it back to looking awesome, which could be a tiny bit of product, or that just depends on how rough you were on your tires. So overall, Oh, this stuff's awesome. It reminds me a lot of the black, but this is pigmented black. I like this too, but for now we're talking about the Ghost, and this stuff kicks some serious butt. Stick around if you want to see how I clean all this mess up. Yeah.